hot, I think.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to shorts shortly. Get
Shorts?
that shorts shortly.
Shorter than short?
I'll go booty.
Really? Well,
Oh, I'll cut these down.
You keep them right where they're at, big dog.
Like, I was so distracted, like I didn't know what to talk about.
Really, Mike.
Yeah. Hey, we can't crash the fucking pit box.
For you and I.
Hey, we're going to unload the car. Get here plenty early. Things are looking good. Winch don't work. It appears it's battery, so we'll have to pull the battery out. Find a vehicle that we can borrow. And find a Napa or an auto parts store and see if we can't replace this battery. Okay, that's good. Slide out work? Yep. Okay.
We're fucking rocking and rolling now, bud.
I was smoking. I'm like, real ready.
Yeah.
Oh, Mom done snatched you up. He's a nap. Hey, hey, you can just come over here and help. Come on, dude. You can help pull ours back. Whoa, whoa.
Shit. He was fixing to take a nap.
My dad's. He's gonna drive the four-wheeler here in a minute.
Well, I mean, if you quit running into shit. I see you got this new piece over here.
It ain't new.
She ain't gonna last too long.
It's news.
What happened?
Just, I mean, you can't
That
have
was a
that.
new fit last week.
It looks too good, man. You need to go ahead and scuff that up one time.
Man, these motherfuckers must have been talking to you this week, because that's all they've been doing is giving me shit about. Matt got a good photo or video of me running the top at Highland. I'm like, see, motherfuckers, I did run the top.
Bobby
Matt
D on
said,
the top.
I videoed 2,000 laps this year, and you've ran the top 14 laps, he said. You think that Lone Ranger's gonna be the ticket right there? What do you think?
Take it, too.
Lone Ranger. I'll take that, 46.
46, which is actually, look at this. This is left side dominator.
I heard you was on the road this weekend. How you doing? We'll get a couple more, we'll be in B. I like that. What's up, guys? Here at Tri-City Speedway. Night one of a 3-day weekend, all 3 Mars races. Had a good 2.5-hour drive down here. Perfect weather. Ready to kick off, you know, what we hope to be a good 3 straight days of racing. Looks like the weather is going to be great for us all weekend. Seem to always struggle. It seems like I got to have a positive attitude, but you know, that's what I'm used to coming here. So we'll throw that out the window. We'll be positive, and hopefully that's not the case tonight. 31, 32 cars, so we're right at splitting between Group A, Group B. Look like they just doused the track down with some water, and hopefully we'll put up some good racing for you guys. Don't know really where I'm at yet with the pill draw towards the tail again. I don't know where that shakes us out. We'll let you know that here shortly, and hope for some good racing.
So tonight, we got 31 cars. It's going to be an unorthodox night. We've been down in the infield working on both of these scoring loops that they have since 1:30 this afternoon. Here's what I feel like the best thing we can do. We could sit here and stopwatch you. I don't feel like that's fair because it's not 100% accurate. What we're going to do, we've got 31 cars. We're going to run 4 heat races. We're going to go off passing points.
everybody. Just finished up with the heat races here at Tri-City. We've been dealt with a whole bunch of unfortunate situations tonight, and we're still kind of as a team going through our the thought process of what we're going to do. Long and the short of it, scoring loop doesn't work, so we can't qualify. We're going to then go to passing points, which not a good idea. I don't care what anybody says. This is one of the best regional series in the country. We don't do passing points. The racetrack's rough as shit, to be quite frank. Feel like I'll probably get, bad-mouthed a little bit, but I pay 90% of the bills on this thing, and you ain't gonna be able to afford the shit that's gonna break on that rough of a racetrack. We've been here too many times. I don't like bad-mouthing any racetrack or anyone. I'm not doing that. I'm just giving you the facts. I think what we're gonna do is probably take our provisional, start and park, so we have something to race the last 2 nights, or the next 2 nights of this 3-day deal. I hate doing that for my fans. I hate doing that for the people in these stands. I hate doing that, period. But at some point, the team owner has got to look at the cost of things, and quite frankly, that's what I'm doing. I'm not happy about it. Everybody's excited to see the video of a new racetrack. I'll apologize. I'm sorry, but I pay 90% of the bills, and I think that's the smartest thing to do. We got to have something to go on with this series, and we got to have something to race the next 2 nights. So I don't know how much more video there'll be tonight. Thanks everybody for following, like, share, subscribe. And again, sorry for this. Wasn't our plan from the get-go, but got to do what we got to do. It's just a tough night all around. Tough for the fans, tough for the promoter, tough for Mars, tough for all the team owners. The team owners, the last thing they want to do is upset their fans. The people that paid their hard-earned money to go to the racetrack. We have a hard enough time getting seats in the stands now with the streaming and all that. So the last thing a driver or car owner wants to do is upset the fans who paid their hard-earned money to go there. But I'll speak for myself. It gets expensive to get these race cars on the track. And in my opinion, the $500 start money, and for all that, the $5,000 if you were able to win, probably won't cover what you're going to break for being on that rough of a racetrack. I think it's all relative to everybody's position. Like, if you're starting on the front row, I feel like you probably got to take that chance. Like, look at, we race, so we take chances every time we pull on the track. I understand that, but like for my case, I drew a late pill with the scoring loop being broke. They had to, revert to passing points. So like it was just a trickle down effect for us. So in our case, when they decided that it was going to be just show up points, it was kind of a no-brainer. Just be smart, try not to tear up our equipment, take the start money and have something to race for this weekend and the rest of the season. So like, you could have very easily ended up on your head, or went through a rear end, went through a transmission, hell, through a crank or something. I mean, it was gnarly tonight. We've been to that place several times, and yes, it's known for having character, but usually in hot laps, like, you can get around there and it's smooth. Tonight, right from the get-go, like, we knew what we were up against, and so I don't blame anybody for doing anything. I don't foresee it. You know, you can go through your car and maintenance the crap out of it, double and triple check things. Things that break and bend on racetracks like that, it's hard to catch. It's hard to
I
find.
mean, and it hurts the series. Like, I know there's a couple cars I feel like that got hurt tonight. They may not be able to make it now the rest of the weekend. So, I mean, Mars at the end of the day, you know, takes a little bit of, you know, a car or two here. You know, granted, we're going to catch a few more cars when we go to Spoon and go to Fairbury, but that could have been an extra car that we had, you know, racing against it. You know, I hate to see people hard, you know, because of stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you know, we should go through the gate. We know what we're going to lead into. It just sucks that, you know, we got to put our stuff through that. You know, luckily enough, Mars and Jonathan, you know, went around and talked to all the drivers, and, you know, you guys agreed on start, you know, just show up points, you know, so.
Yeah, I think that was the fairest thing to do. Like, that was the right thing to do.
I know we all drove 3 to 5 hour plus to get here. You know, we all wanted to come here to race. You know, the points battle, I feel, between 1st and 10th is pretty stout. You know, it sucks that, you know, we weren't able to gain no points tonight. But at the end of the day, you know, we saved our equipment, and we're at least everyone got 10 points. So, it would have sucked if we would have ran up front, won the thing, and only got 10 points, but at the end of the day, we're all even, and, you know, we're loaded up one piece. We'll go through it tomorrow, nothing bold, make sure nothing's bent from the heat race and our hot laps. Unfortunately, we were four wheels off the ground in hot laps, so there's a few of us, so I imagine there could be you know, a bent J-bar, a possible, you know, drive shaft that could be getting ready to, you know, spin, brake.
Yeah.